in-laws and my wife over to Ireland, and we stayed in a wonderful spot in the Ashford Castle. We went out on a little cruise on like a double-decker type boat, just to kind of tool around and see stuff. And I saw I think it was like 5 little old ladies. They're all circled around the table, and they were pounding coffee. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, think about how tight knit they are. There's no phones out. They're not taking selfies or on social media or any crap like that. They're just engaged in conversation. And then I watched one of the ladies pull out a bottle of Bailey's.
There we go.
And she's topping off all their coffees. And I'm like, and then the more I watched over the next hour of this little ride, they probably had 3 or 4 cups. I'm like, jeez. And that was at like 8 a.m. So I was like, yeah, all right, this is very socially acceptable at this point. But yeah, it's like Ireland's the best. I flipping love that place.
Lee, have you had an Irish coffee before?
Of course.
Yeah. How long ago?
I mean, anytime I have coffee, it's Irish.
Having one right now.
Preferred choice there.
So there you go. There's our this week's version of the topic roundup here on Fox Sports Radio. And coming up next in hour 3 of the program, we're going to get to the bottom of some of these over-unders in preseason action that took place last night in the NFL.
We are Fox Sports.
Hey, it's Brady Quinn. After years of travel and early mornings, consistent sleep was a challenge. I also needed better support for my back issues. That led me to Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm sleep experts can find you the right mattress for improved support. Plus, they carry a premium curated selection, and they will deliver, set up, and haul away your old mattress. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
The reason speeds were very slow this morning on I-35 northbound through downtown was because construction work at 15th Street was up longer than expected. Those cones have been picked up, but you're still very slow starting from Woodward Street, but starting to recover. Over on the service road of I-35 southbound, all lanes are closed down due to a crash at Slaughter Lane. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Ghost Skeletor World Tour 2025. Ghost, theatrical, heavy metal, arena rock. Mariana, August 14th, Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Ghost.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. You now get a king bed for a queen price, plus a free adjustable base with select mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. Whether it's a long day on your feet, a demanding workout, or everyday aches and pains, you need relief that can keep up when pain persists. Aleve is here for you with longer-lasting body pain relief compared to leading OTC branded pain relievers. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes. So it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Get the Apple Leasing Advantage today. Visit appleleasing.com. That's appleleasing.com.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
You can't be stopped with Unstoppable's laundry scent boosters because they give your clothes 24-hour nonstop freshness. So even on your longest nonstop days, you'll be confident in smelling fresh all day long. Try now for as low as $5 and smell unstoppable.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas.
or wherever you may be listening. This is a feel-good Friday edition of the Morning Kickoff on AM 1300, The Zone. We are 22 days away from Texas and Ohio State. We got a chance to talk to the players and got some insight. Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman joins us today at 7:34. NFL action started last night, and we already have some injuries. Craig Way, the voice of the Texas Longhorns, where you can hear all Texas Longhorn games right here on AM 1300 The Zone. Talk to men's basketball coach Sean Miller, and we got Coach Vic and Rory Harmon talking about change. I'm your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And of course, we've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, we're going to give you a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Pantera September the 2nd at the Germania Amphitheater. That's right. You're going to get a chance to do that, but you got to get over and get that new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. You're going to be able to text the tap the red microphone and leave a message, and then you might get a chance to win.
Did you say free?
It's always free. That's your favorite price. Free 99.
Free 99.
Free 99. I know that's right. Let's get right into it because yesterday the NFL is in action, and we'll get into the NFL. Don't worry about that because football all the way until the end of February. That's right, folks. We got football not every day, but every weekend, at least until the end of February. So I'm excited about that. But Texas got a chance to meet with the players yesterday. We met with 4 players yesterday. We met with DJ Campbell, who you'll hear in the next segment, Trey Wisner as well. But we're going to start on the defensive side of the ball. 2 things. Number 1, coming into the season, we got an opportunity to really evaluate this Texas football team. And I think we're all in agreement when we say that the biggest part of this football team right now, is going to be its defense.
Right.
we've talked about it. We've seen all the names and the players and the participants. And
We've seen some things.
And we're like, man, this is going to be good. But Pro Football Focus, who I've said has not always been my favorite, has done some evaluations as well of the top 5 defenses coming into 25.
Here are my top 5 defenses in college football heading into the 2025 season. At number 5 is the Penn State Nittany Lions. They have studs on the defensive line like Denai Dennis Sutton and a top 10 secondary in the country headlined by a top 10 corner in A.J. Harris. At number 4, a defense is always elite under Kirby Smart. That is the Georgia Bulldogs, who, yes, they lost 3 players who were first-round picks in the NFL draft. Still a lot of talented players, though, on that defense. At number 3 is Clemson, a top 5 secondary in the country for me, a top 10 linebacker unit in the country for me, and the best defensive line in the country. At number 2 for me is Texas. Texas has the best edge rusher in America, in my opinion, in Colin Simmons. And they also came in with my number 1 linebacker unit and my number 1 secondary in college football. But at number 1 is the Alabama Crimson Tide. My number 2 defensive line in the country, my number 2 secondary in the country, my number 8 linebacker unit in the country. Every single defensive position, Alabama has a top 10 player in the country at that position. They have my number 1 defense in college football entering next year.
How you feel about that?
I don't understand how they can have 2 seconds and be first, and Texas can have 2 firsts and be second.
Maybe it's the unknown of the new defensive line. Texas lost a lot on the defensive line. Yeah, the defense on the linebacker position and the secondary, I see it. We understand it, but you don't know what you don't know about that D line. If it would have been the same guys coming back, Alfred Collins and Vernon, it has already been brought in.
This is not the pros, though.
That's why every year is different.
You got the number 1 pass rusher, and you're going to have them second in there just because the 2 tackles are not proven. That's basically what it is.
Opinion. Remember,
right? That is his opinion.
That is his opinion.
He's entitled to that.
Pro Football Focus.
Pro Football Focus analytics don't always get the heart of a situation.
And it ain't where you start; it's where you finish. So if they can come out there,
look, you better stop preaching.
If they can come out there and get things going, but one of the things that he was talking about was the linebacker core. You know, Anthony Hill obviously is a big name and is going to get a lot of the headlines. But Lianga Lafau has been unbelievable at that position. And yesterday he talked about the chemistry between he and Anthony Hill, but most importantly, the chemistry with this squad.
Yeah, so a big thing about us is we came in together. So, we ran with the 3s together when we first came in our first spring. So we understand how, even as we're the older guys now, we understand, okay, we're going to need the 3s at one point because they're the young guys who – we were in their shoes at once. So we're trying our best to bring them along. And as we try to bring them along, it just builds a good chemistry among all of the linebackers. So whoever's in there, whatever combination of linebackers are in there, we can, we have the right communication and we can trust each other. And without even saying anything, we can communicate and do the right thing.
And, that was the same thing that Michael Taft had said between he and Jade Barron and Andrew Makuba, because they knew where each other needed to be. They didn't even have to say anything. It was just they understood, hey, this is what's going to happen, so make sure that we get to this spot.
Synergy.
Yep.
What a great concept.
Yep.
That you're a veteran starter, and you are preparing the 3 to take your spot.
Right.
That, Hardge, that's what you want as a coach.
Yep.
You want the big brother to take the little brother by the hand and say, come on, let's walk across the street.
Yeah.
Look both ways. Realize that car, look how fast it's going. Just let it go. To teach them. And for Coach Sark to have these guys in a space where people are so arrogant today, to have them all working together like this, he might need to run for president.
I don't know about that. But I do understand that somebody asked me, I did a radio show in in Amarillo yesterday. And the question to me was about this team. And I said, you can tell when a coach is a leader when everybody has the same mindset. These players talk like Coach Sark. These players think like Coach Sark. And to your point, that's why the leadership is so important at this stage, because once the game weeks come, things are going to be a little bit different.
It's going to be hectic.
It's going to be, we're working mainly with these guys, but you're going to get your work too. Right now, what can you do to add to what we're trying to get to? So this is where we are at this moment. This team is making moves like this to be able to have these same conversations and lead each other to where they're trying to go.
And these guys are putting money in the bank. This is going to pay off next year and the year after. The teaching, the confidence building, like it's refreshing as hell to see.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, to be a dad and to see a big brother lead the little sister, like it's pretty damn cute. Yeah, actually, these guys are leading the younger guys to be better, and I don't know if there's something better in sports than to see a veteran take a hold of the guy that's second place or third in the standings and try to bring him along. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It has been one of those conversations that has needed to be had. And another part of this team is obviously going to be the secondary. Marcus, we're going to hold off. We're going to do that in the next segment. We'll do the Malik Muhammad, who is very impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just say that watching him, hearing him, listening to his thought process and how thoughtful he is with every single answer. DJ Campbell, Wisner, Trey Wisner, what he was able to bring to the conversation yesterday. And DJ Campbell is a guy that on the surface, he walks into a room, he takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
But he also delivers a powerful message that basically he was asked yesterday, are you excited to go up against Ohio State? And he basically said, yes, this is number one on our revenge tour. So he is already in there. He also said, who is the nastiest? He was asked, who's the nastiest lineman? He said, I think we're all nasty. And so, look, I'm not trying to get too hyped, but 22 days seem a long way away when you want it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we're getting closer and closer to kickoff between Texas and Ohio State. 22 days away from the kickoff, and you can hear it all right here on your home for Texas football with the voice, Craig Way. Coming up next, we're going to continue the conversations. We're going to hear from DJ Campbell, Trey Wisner, and Malik Muhammad, because they got some nuggets for you right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone presents the Craig Way Show.
Life is Good by Joe Walsh.
Life's been good, but that's close enough for
right.
Joe.
You know, when I see that album cover, for some reason, he looks like Dale Earnhardt to me. With the mustache. Now, I haven't really seen what he looks like in person.
Right.
Back when it was.
Trust me, if Dale Earnhardt were alive today, he would not look like Joe Walsh. There's not many people look like Joe Walsh how he looks today. Trust me.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there.
Lenovo and the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Tech that hits different. Can your gear keep up with the beat? Lenovo PCs are built for creators, dreamers, and fans who don't hit pause. Visit Lenovo.com for the latest in AI PCs, and game-changing tech.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
The reason speeds were very slow this morning on I-35 northbound through downtown was because construction work at 15th Street was up longer than expected. Those cones have been picked up, but you're still very slow starting from Woodward Street, but starting to recover. Over on the service road of I-35 southbound, all lanes are closed down due to a crash at Slaughter Lane. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
In 20628.
The HVAC buyback summer special is on again at Abacus. Save up to $10,000 off per system and/or get 0% financing for 60 months, plus a 15-year warranty. Call or book online at abacusplumbing.com.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's time to warm up that scoreboard and get ready to bring home the win with Specs. Specs has you covered with lower prices on all your favorite fan fuel. From craft beer, rare spirits, and world-class wine to chips, dips, and gourmet finer foods. And with same-day delivery when you order online or through the app, Specs is your MVP for the biggest score of the game. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Here's to you, cheers to savings.
Would you drive 10 minutes for $500? That's the distance from CarMax to Henna Chevrolet. And Henna guarantees you $500 more than any CarMax offer for your vehicle. Just show Henna your written CarMax appraisal offer within 7 days, and you'll get $500,000 more guaranteed. Is your time worth $50 a minute? It is at Henna. Come get your money at Henna.com.
Henna Chevrolet, we'll always stand by you.
Together, let's drive.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Ice Cube's Big 3 is the surprise hit of the summer. This Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS, with playoff elimination on the line. The most physical, fiercest, and competitive basketball in the world. Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson must win to make the playoffs. And breakout star Dwight Howard of the LA Riot will battle Gary Payton's Boston squad in a do-or-die match for both teams. 6 teams are alive for 4 spots, and all must win. There's no crying in the Big 3. And the no-holds-barred action starts Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Presented by iHeart.
Every family matters. Join the Salvation Army's Day of Giving August 20th and help bring shelter and hope to families in crisis. Right now, over 600 parents and children are staying in Salvation Army shelters, and 500 more are waiting. Your gift stays local, and it's matched dollar for dollar. Just $25 provides a night of shelter for a child. Call 512-605-1410 or donate now at dayofgivingaustin.org. Together, we can reach our $1 million goal and give families in our community a fresh start.
It's Bud Light's countdown to kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300. We talked about it 22 days away. Texas traveling to take on Ohio State in the biggest game of the weekend on Fox. But of course, you can listen to it right here with the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, on Sports Radio AM 1300. And always free on the app on the Longhorn. Sports Network. But also, you can also make sure that you're paying attention a little bit later in the show today, because Craig Way had a chance to sit down with Sean Miller, and we'll play some of that interview as well. You know, when you're the voice of Texas athletics, man, you get some opportunities to do a little bit different. So make sure you
Did he ask him the tough question?
Craig's gonna get to the bottom of it. He's gonna make them feel comfortable. Want you to be able to talk.
I gotta listen to
Yeah,
the replay.
you're gonna listen to it because we're gonna play it here in just a little bit. But right now, I want to get into the conversation that we had yesterday with Malik Muhammad. We talked a lot about this Texas defense. Pro Football Focus has them as the number 2 team defense in the country right now to begin the season. Mark thinks it's undervalued, but we got to see what's going to happen by the end. We also got a chance to hear from Leonga Lafau talking about the chemistry between he and Anthony Hill. But right now, I want you to listen to Malik Muhammad. This is a guy that coming into the University of Texas, I said it from day one, I thought he was an NFL defensive back because of his long arms, his ability to play man-to-man, and his ability to lock in on someone. You know, he's from DeSoto, won a state championship. He and Trey Wisner were on the same team. They're all about that. So, I mean, you start looking at, he actually went to Oak Cliff. Sorry. He went to Oak Cliff. Wisner went to DeSoto. But you listen to Malik Muhammad and the jewels that were passed down to him from a Jade Barron, from a Andrew Makuba, and he is taking all of that in stride.
For sure, because I'm normally like the chill guy, like lead by example with action. But just knowing that I've stepped into that role with Jade and Makuba leaving, I know that I have to be more vocal and show by action and with my voice.
And not only doing that, by becoming that leader and being someone that has actually pushed each other. He's also learned how to talk to the other players. He talked about DeAndre Moore and how he is somebody that has been going at it at practice. Iron sharpens iron. We always talk about it. But he was able to go and share some nuggets to the offense about things that he sees, and the offense was spreading nuggets to him about some of the things that they see.
So I play a mental game with them, and like as practice going on and we going versus each other one-on-one, I tell him like why I did this and what I was thinking in this rep. So like what he could do better or how he could play the mental game within the game with me too. So I would definitely say those two guys. That is super important, especially when it comes game time, because they'll be able to use stuff that I gave them, little nuggets and gems that I gave them. They'll be able to use that come game time to use within the game. And then the nuggets that they gave me, I'll be able to use that against other wideouts when I play them. Yep. But Arch actually comes up to me after practice sometimes too and be like, what coverage were you in? Why did you play it like this? Why did you do that? And I asked him the same thing, like, why did you pump it like that? Why did you do this or why did you do that?
That's what it's all about, man.
That's coaching. And that's being able to take the understanding of the scheme and then put it in the game speed. People don't understand, like, when you play a game, there's levels to it. And the way you play fast is by making it seem boring. You have to make it seem so mundane that I'm just wake up in the middle of the night and be able to do this. That's where your mindset has got to be. And the questions that they're asking each other, they bold to that being the case. They're helping each other to get sharper and they learn that information very quickly. That's man.
Pretty much.
I'm more excited now than I was yesterday.
Pretty much they're like coaching themselves. That's how high level of coaching that is the fact that they're talking and it's not the coaches talking.
Yeah.
It's the players talking to each other and they're passing things on to each other.
Yeah, the best discipline is self-discipline. Like when you do it because you know you have to do it. And I feel like that's kind of what Coach Sark has done. He's allowed these guys to police each other and police themselves and hold each other accountable. Like that's a big deal, man.
Well, I mean, as we just talked about, you start to understand and take on the mindset of the coach.
Right.
Those are the things that you have been building along the way to be able to get to that point. So for me, watching this team and the growth and the change that is happening, that's outstanding. That's what it's supposed to be like. But you got to continue to find a way to get better and better every single day, and that's why iron sharpens iron. But I wanted to talk about the offensive side of the ball because DJ Campbell is somebody that, as we talked about, said that our whole line is nasty. We're starting our revenge tour in Ohio State. But he also was asked about what Coach Flood brings to this table and the fact that they've been together for quite some time now.
The benefits of that is just being under Coach Flood's wing. Everybody, he's a great teacher, not just a coach. He's able to teach and actually have us learn and know why and what we're doing. So I feel like that plays a big part of actually for the guys that didn't come out and play right away, they were able to sit back and actually learn. So when that time comes, they'll be ready.
And not only that, you start to look at the running back room. You start to look at who is helping along the way. Everybody has been able to understand what their role is. They're dealing with injuries. He mentioned the name Nick Brooks yesterday as a young player that is coming up that's going to have an opportunity. He talked about Brandon Baker. He talked about the camaraderie with Cole Hudson. Guys that, because the question was the inexperience, and it's like, we're not inexperienced. That's a bad term. That's a bad use of the word.
They're just not proven.
They're just, yes, because everybody on there, unless you're a true freshman, you didn't play.
Right.
Unless you just came from high school, you didn't play. All the other guys got an opportunity to be in the ball games and get some reps together. So I understand inexperience as a part of number of plays, just like we talked about yesterday with the Arch Manning deal, 95 throws. Okay.
I don't remember yesterday.
Yeah, well, yeah, we know. But some things are going to work itself out by the time we get to conference play. Yes, the Ohio State game can say a lot about your team. You can learn a lot about your squad in that Ohio State game. But your goals are in front of you because you want to be ready for SEC play. You want to win the SEC. You want to be ready each week by week improvement as the sign of a well-coached team. And those are the things that you really want to learn from in that particular moment. Another thing, Trey Wisner had the opportunity to talk about his number change. He changed from 26 to number 5, and people were like, why'd you change your number? And he kind of cleared the air on that.
My dad, my mom, my brother, my sister, and me. So it's just us 5. It's always been us 5 outside of my mom's family. But yeah, we growing up, we just like, you know what, Wisner 5, and that became my thing. So anytime y'all see me, y'all gonna see my other 4 with me. Wiseman 5.
Wiseman 5. He found a way to get that in there. And the last but not least, I want you to hear about the energy that is being brought on the field and why he brings it so much.
Really just growing up in a small town like I did and being the oldest of 3, I've always been like, the one that make things happen for my family. So that translated into me enjoying what I do and how I do it. So every day I come out, I'm going to put my effort and time into my craft and my teammates in the program.
That's what it's all about, man. Because don't forget, he started on special teams. How you going to make an impact? Get on special teams and find a way to get on the field.
Him speaking made me realize something that I hadn't thought about a lot. Him speaking made me feel like that's the way I want my kids to be. I want my kids to represent the family and to have respect for everything that me and my wife have done and poured into him. He honored his family changing his number. It wasn't about a personal preference or I just want a cool looking number. He thinking about other people, man. And it's a kid. He got a long way to go. I just feel real encouraged by that.
Yeah, we're going to see what ends up happening. We'll hear some more from some of these guys in that moment of clarity because he believes that this is the time for him to have some major moves. And we'll also hear some funny stuff from him a little bit later. But coming up next, we're going to talk to Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman, get his take from what he's heard so far this early in camp on a Feel Good Friday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
There's an accident on the service road of I-35 northbound at Stassi Lane, as well as a crash on Cameron Road at the eastbound side of the 183 service road. A big closure for a crash that happened before 5 a.m. this morning. All lanes are closed down. The service road of I-35 southbound at Slaughter should be closed down for several hours. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Juice box. I'm a mom.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check. Oh, hot sauce. Take it.
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins, a balloon, sweet one sack. I've got cupcakes in the car.
Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line, $100 per month on Experience Beyond. Finance agreement $829.99 and qualifying ported. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay out via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
Coca-Cola. For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists. For long distance love. For introverts and extroverts. The thinkers and the doers. For old friends and new. Coca-Cola. For everyone. This summer, pick up some Coca-Cola at a store near you.
Texas weather can be wild. Protect your home with residential metal roofing from Mueller Inc. Strong, stylish, and designed to last, our metal roofs handle wind, hail, and heat with minimal maintenance. With a range of colors and styles, you'll get lasting beauty and proven durability, all backed by paint warranties up to 45 years. Visit with one of our sales representatives today at any of our locations across Texas, including Marble Falls and Spicewood.
Progressive knows RV owners like to travel at a nice, relaxing pace. Just like this commercial. They're not rushing to a departure gate at the airport because they depart from their driveway. And they can relax even more knowing they're protected by Progressive. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
The success you've already had matters at University of Maryland Global Campus because we're a school for real life. An accredited state university, UMGC lets you earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and relevant life and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. We offer affordable tuition and online and hybrid courses. Classes start August 13th. Apply now and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
At Texans training camp safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson suffered a leg injury but avoided a feared ACL tear. Houston will visit the Vikings tomorrow in preseason play. Cowboys star pass rusher Micah Parsons was not on the sidelines at practice yesterday due to back tightness. Astros open a weekend set against the Yankees tonight in New York. I'm Ronza Moss.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz. Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Find it behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Experience the power, precision, and intelligence of an iconic Mercedes-Benz SUV at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today.
Get fired up, y'all. Season 2 of Good Game with Sarah Spain is underway, and we just welcomed one of my favorite people, an incomparable soccer icon, Megan Rapinoe, to the show. Take a listen.
Sue and I were like riding the Lime bikes the other day, and we're like, whee!
Like, this is unbelievable. People ride bikes because it's fun.
We've got more incredible guests like Megan in store, plus news of the day and more. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Good Game with Sarah Spain, and listen now.
Longhorns baseball plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. And right now we're going to go and talk to our guy, Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman. We normally have Danny on Wednesday, but we had to make some adjustments for the week because, as everybody else knows, school is about to start. And so kids got to get lined up and ready to go. So, Danny, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Yeah, I missed Wednesday because we had that dentist appointment for my son. He didn't have any cavities or anything, so I'm doing great. So
all right, let's go.
That's a great start to the school year,
let's
man.
Get that baby some candy.
That's right. Well, let's get into it, Danny, because this is a big week for Texas football. We're getting closer and closer to the kickoff of the football season. And yesterday was a good day with the football players, getting a chance to talk to some of those guys. What were some of your biggest takeaways? Let's start with DJ Campbell.
Yeah, I mean, Hardge, as you know, going to these media sessions a lot, a lot of these guys, Texas kind of relies on some of the same faces every week. And so a lot of these guys that we spoke to last year was like the first time we've spoken to a lot of them. This first time we've ever spoken to DJ Campbell. Malik Muhammad, even though he's been a 3-year, this is going to be his 3rd year as kind of a standout corner. He really didn't talk a lot last year. So that was like one of the first times we talked to him. Leonga Lafau, we talked to him a couple times post-game last year. Obviously, we talked to, Contravian Weisner a lot. But, 3 of those 4 guys is kind of a reminder that this is a ever, cycling roster. And there's a lot of new guys that are going to step up on this team, a lot of new voices, a lot of new leaders. But, DJ Campbell, as you mentioned, he's the guy that's, he was kind of the new guy on the offensive line last year, but now he's the old guy. Him and Cole Hudson, the returners, the guys who have starts on their resume. Trevor Gooseby has a couple starts, but DJ Campbell's going to be the vet on that team. He's going to be the voice. He's going to be the leader on that offensive line, and he held his own against us guys in the media. I'm sure we're not nearly as intimidating as some of those defensive linemen in the SEC, but he held his own against us. Said some interesting things about feeling like he left stuff on his plate last year, and then there's still room for improvement, even though he is the veteran lineman. So I guess he checked all the boxes with us yesterday.
No doubt.
Danny, we have a lot of information about injuries. Junior, what about the other tight ends? Like, is there anything that you can give us that we haven't heard about the tight end room?
I mean, honestly, the tight end room just has a lot of question marks. I mean, this is a tight end room that last 2 years we've seen JT Sanders, Gunnar Helm, parlay their experiences into being NFL draft picks. I think both are 4th round guys. So obviously with those guys gone, there's just not a lot of experience left in that room. I mean, you get the guy from Jack from Cal. Let's see what he looks like at Texas. Obviously, there's a lot of excitement about him because of what he did with the Golden Bears. But we'll see how that translates at Texas. And then some of the younger guys, obviously Jordan Washington, missed a lot of time in the spring, so there's questions about him. Spencer Shannon, some of those younger guys. So the tight end room, because of how much emphasis Steve puts on it. If you ever talk to Steve, he says it's the second most important position on his offense behind what number 16 is playing this year. So obviously that's an important position, and we'll see what Jeff Banks kind of does with that group, and whether you're a newcomer like Jack or some of those younger guys who've been developed in the last couple of years, we'll see who steps up.
Danny, I'm glad you brought up, Banks, but it was more for the tight end position. But one of the things that I think Texas fans are kind of trying to figure out, and I think we're all thinking the same thing, is what's going to happen on the special teams. Obviously, you bring in a punter and you bring in a new kicker, so there's some changes that are going to happen there. But what are some of the things that you believe is going to be very, very key to the success of this Texas football team when it comes to special teams?
Making kicks and getting off good punts, and that's a good start. Obviously, Texas was a down year for them, kind of surprisingly, considering kind of the success they'd had their first couple of years. Bert Auburn just kind of ran into a wall, or kind of just fell off, which is a little surprising considering his past successes. That SEC championship game was brutal to watch, but if you're a Texas fan, you hope that aspect of the game gets better. You hope the punting is a little bit better. I mean, it may have been just too much to ask a true freshman to handle those duties last year, and instead now you have I think he's a fourth or fifth year guy coming in with obviously a lot of experience and a lot of accolades on his resume. So you hope that part of the game improves, and then the little things. I mean, Texas takes a lot of pride in how it handles kickoff coverage, punt coverage, the little things on special teams. You hope that continues to do well, because that was I thought that was a decent part of their game last year. So you hope that is steady, and you just hope the kicking and the punting improves.
We're talking to Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman. You can follow him at _Danny Davis. And yesterday, talking to Malik Muhammad, to your point, somebody that has got some skins on the wall when it comes to his ability and game time on the field. I thought it was interesting, too, about the fact that him becoming more of a vocal leader. A lot of guys, and we've heard this throughout the years on the 40 acres, that a lot of guys don't like to be the vocal ones. They like to be more of, I'm going to go out here and put in my work, and then y'all can follow my lead there. But then he also mentioned about the money wall and how he wants to see himself there by spending some time with Dwayne Akina.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're at the University of Texas, I think for most of these guys, the goal is the NFL, and the goal is to take that next step once you're done in Austin. And Malik has put himself in a good position to do so. There's always room for improvement, and he has two really good coaches coming in to help him take that next step. But as far as the leadership thing goes, you're a junior. You're a junior who's a returning starter. That you don't really get a choice. I mean, John A. Barron's no longer in this building. Some of those older guys are no longer in this building. I mean, Michael Taft is obviously a great leader, but he can only do so much, and you don't want him, carrying the entire load. So if you're one of these veteran guys who has some, starts on your resume and who has experience, I mean, it's time for you to step up and be a leader, not only by your actions, but by your words too. Because it's one thing for, the third string cornerback to, step up and say, let's do the right things. It's another thing for the, I guess he's technically a second year starter. I don't think he started, a ton during his freshman year, but he played a ton. It's another thing for him to step up and, say something. People tend to listen a little bit more. So when you're a leader with that resume, it's time to step up in that aspect, even though it's make you a little bit uncomfortable. But that's something that also helps you develop as a player and as, something that those NFL scouts look at too. So this will help you down the line when you grow in that aspect too.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable is a lot of times of what things have to be done. Before we let you go, I also wanted to bring up the fact that he talked about the little gamesmanship between he and the wide receivers and Arch. I think that's important. It probably happens more than is being reported, but it's definitely something that I think is going to help this team get better every single week.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we always hear things about iron sharpens iron. And, when you have, talent and five-star guys and future NFL guys on both sides of the ball, you're getting tested all the time. So, I mean, it'd be foolish for you not to, Malik Muhammad's not going to win every rep in practice. DeAndre Moore is not going to win every rep in practice. You're just going against two, talented guys on the opposite side. So when you do lose a rep, or if you do win a rep, it doesn't hurt for you to, share your advice. I mean, this isn't Saturday where you're like a Sooners across the line of scrimmage. This is your guy. This is someone you need to help win a national championship. So, you'd hope it's not a bunch of, animosity in those locker rooms, and those guys can kind of huddle up and say, this is how I beat you on this play, or this is what happened there. And sometimes there's something about your peer telling you as opposed to a coach screaming it at you. So you'd hope that these guys are helping each other get better, and that's what teammates do, and that's what leaders do. And it was good to hear Malik talk about that. It's not a novel idea, but it was good to hear Malik say that him and DeAndre Moore is making him better, and he's trying to make DeAndre Moore and Ryan Wingo better as well.
Yeah, I loved it. Wow. As always, love catching up with you. We'll be back on a regular schedule next week. Get a chance to chop it up on Wednesday. Kids will be going to school, so we don't know what's going to happen. We'll figure it out. Thanks, Danny.
That's it. All
right. Make sure you follow him at _Danny Davis for all the latest and at the Austin American-Statesman. When we come back, Rory Harmon. We got Danny away without having to talk about Rory Harmon, but we'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
the morning kickoff.
You always ask me, hey, you think you can hit? I can hit. I just ain't running. You know what I'm saying?
Business guy asked me the other day. He said, hey, man, you think you can still dunk? I said, yeah, I can jump up there, but I won't be able to come down. Y'all going to need a ladder and the fire rescue people while they put the big net under the ground. Man, if I came down, both knees going.
Weekdays at 7.
This Saturday, August 9th from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Lago Vista High School, Gallery Furniture is giving away 400 twin, full, queen, or king mattresses to Texas Hill Country flood victims. If your home was impacted by the July 4th flooding, come early, first come, first serve. You must bring a valid photo ID showing you live in a flood-affected zip code to receive a mattress. No gimmick, no catch. Just a good mattress to help you recover and sleep better every night.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
There's an accident on the service road of I-35 northbound at Stassi Lane, as well as a crash on Cameron Road at the eastbound side of the 183 service road. A big closure for a crash that happened before 5 a.m. this morning. All lanes are closed down on the service road of I-35 southbound at Slaughter. Should be closed down for several hours. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Hard, your place says baller, but you drive like you're stuck in reverse.
Yeah, at least mine doesn't say world's sweetest man like yours.
That's the world's strongest man, and I lifted that plate from myplace.com.
Well, I scored mine with up to $55 off by using the promo code TheZone at checkout.
Wait, you got a discount?
Yeah, big fella, it's the only time I've ever pinned you. Go to myplates.com, choose your play, use the code TheZone for up to $55 off. Myplates.com, be seen, be bold.
Ice Cube's Big 3 is the surprise hit of the summer. This Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS with playoff elimination on the line. The most physical, fiercest, and competitive basketball in the world. Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson must win to make the playoffs. And breakout star Dwight Howard of the LA Riot will battle Gary Payton's Boston squad in a do-or-die match for both teams. 6 teams are alive for 4 spots and all must win. There's no crying in the Big 3. And the no-holds-barred action starts Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Presented by iHeart.
The Stuff You Should Know guys have made their own summer playlist of their must-listen podcasts on movies.
It's me, Josh, and I'd like to welcome you to the Stuff You Should Know summer movie playlist. What screams summer more than a nice, darkened, air-conditioned theater and a great movie playing right in front of you?
Episodes on James Bond, special effects, stuntmen and women, disaster films, even movies that change filmmaking, and many more. Find the Stuff You Should Know summer movie playlist now on the free iHeartRadio app. Open the app, search Stuff, and start listening now.
Lowe's knows when you're looking for reliability, the right brand makes all the difference. And now, Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retailer for the Whirlpool water treatment line, including their Wi-Fi softener, under-sink filtration system, and more. With Whirlpool's proven performance and our everyday low prices, better tasting, better quality water is within reach. Shop pro-trusted brands like Whirlpool and more, in-store or online. Lowe's. We help, you save.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first.
Hold it.
Like you know to check the assembly instructions first.
Hold it.
Before building the bookcase.
And done. Woo. You can let go.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Potential savings vary. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
After a trip to the 2025 Women's Final Four, an SEC championship in their first season, and sold-out crowds at the Moody Center, Texas women's basketball is on fire. And season tickets for 2025-26 are on sale now, starting at just $100. Longhorn Nation helped deliver the first undefeated home season in 22 years. Now it's your turn to be part of the action. Bring the energy, bring the pride, bring the Texas fight all season long. Lock in your seats today at TexasLonghorns.com.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
Get the Apple Leasing Advantage today. Visit appleleasing.com. That's appleleasing.com.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app. Longhorns basketball plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Great stuff by our guy, Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman. Make sure you follow him at Danny Davis, at Danny Davis. Also, if you missed any parts of our show, get over to our podcast page. You can see past podcasts and get over to our social media at AM 1300 The Zone. I wanted to get into this, but I'm going to give you a chance to get a pair of tickets to go see Pantera September the 2nd at the Germania Amphitheater. The key word for today is Daryl. All you got to do is use that talkback feature, push that microphone down on the always free iHeartRadio app, and leave the keyword Daryl. Daryl is the keyword for today. And it's ironic that we let Danny Davis go without Mark Henry having his special moment when it comes to Rory Harmon. Rory Harmon is back for another season, her final season on the 40 acres. And Vic Schaefer talked about Rory Harmon and what she's doing this year to change something up.
It's different looking at Rory out there, no knee brace. Justice, no knee brace. It's almost uncomfortable for me. But those kids are out of it, feeling good, and excited about that next opportunity.
And here's Rory talking about her not being able to play in a knee brace.
We don't really talk about that anymore, but I don't know where any of them are at. I threw a few away. There's one, I don't know. So, but I feel great. Obviously, the brace, I will always complain about the brace. It was always a hindrance to me. I don't care what anybody says. I'm grateful that I had it so it could protect me, but being out of that brace, I just feel so much better. I feel great mentally, and I finally feel like myself, and it's been about almost over a year and a half. So that growth mentally and emotionally will be shown, and I think it'll be seen on the court as well.
How does that make you feel, Mark?
Makes me feel great.
Yeah.
You know, I hope it translates into her jump shot being better.
I cannot deal with you.
Why?
I'm glad that you brought that up because, you know, Rory's one of those that she didn't need to score. That was not her job. When you got a Madison, when you had Taylor Jones, you had other players that their job was to score points. Yes.
I know it's her job to facilitate Hardge, but I'm just saying, there were games where she took more than 5 or 6 shots, and she would be like 1 or 2 for like 6 and stuff like that. I just want her to be 500. You know, how about 33%?
Oh my God.
Let's low pitch.
Well, let's hear from
underhand pitch.
Let's hear from Rory and her expectations coming in.
Me personally, the biggest change that people probably won't see because it was more of an internal thing, I feel like myself again. Like, I didn't really feel like myself all year, and it's not because of anybody else. It's just me. Like, whenever you go through an injury like that, you get through that physical part, and now it's all mental. And so I think that's just the biggest change for me. And you might actually see it on the court. Obviously, the brace, I will always complain about the brace. It was always a hindrance to me. I don't care what anybody says.
And so, Mark, when you get to that, maybe that was the problem.
Yeah, the confidence issue.
Yeah.
Like, well, you don't have to, I mean, like, man. I'm on the couch.
Yeah.
She just said that it was her. It was her thing.
Right.
So now that she is over that, the brace is gone, she's dealing with herself.
Didn't you have to overcome some things in your life to be able to do
Listen,
that?
man, I am not.
Mark's not.
This is constructive
properly.
criticism. This is constructive. This is not me attacking her. I loved her game.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare you see a defensive player like her come along. It's very rare. But if you're going to take the shots, then maybe you should hit a few. I'm just saying.
I can't lie with you.
But she knows that she has to get better. And when she said that I was not myself,
yes,
and you lack confidence, pass the ball.
But
I don't believe I'm hitting the shot.
But she did
Maybe
pass the ball, and you're like, she needs a shoe. She needs a shoe.
Stop. You ain't never hear me say that. Danny was like, hey, man, Mark, like, relax, get off her.
Yeah.
And I'm not on her that bad.
You were on her pretty bad last year.
Was I?
You were.
I apologize, Rory.
Yeah.
I was not trying to.
The floor is yours.
Rory, I'm looking into the camera. Rory, I apologize for being too hard on you. I know you had the knee brace and you had stuff, adversity, and I'm so happy that you are rid of that. Now, I just look forward to seeing you be your whole and awesome self. Stay on that defense. I love it. Congratulations on your journey, and look forward to seeing you win this upcoming season.
Thank you, Mark. That is so good and refreshing. Do you feel better?
I feel better.
Yeah. And did you like what you heard from her and Coach Bill?
Hearing her say that she recognized
it is something that you may not recognize.
I didn't recognize it.
Exactly. That's what she said.
It was heard.
I think she was talking
observation. She was talking to me.
I think she was.
I'm sorry. Look, I went to 3 games. I supported. I didn't just go to games because they were winning. I went to games because I enjoy watching her play.
Absolutely.
Like her, look, I want every young girl to play as hard as she plays.
Yep.
Coach Schaefer had to pull her off the floor a lot of times when she wanted to stay on, and he was like, no, come here. You know, like I love that dog, man.
Yeah, she's one of the best to ever play at the University of Texas, and I'm glad that she's back for a final year, pain-free, mentally clear.
I will not be hard on her shot this year.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
I'm
sure she does too. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is just around the corner. The NFL has made some plays, but they've also had some injuries. We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with a perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy.
The 1500 Table Gun Show we've all been waiting for is finally here this weekend. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. The largest gun show in Texas at the Legends Event Center in Bryan College Station. Presented by Texas Gun Shows. This Friday through Sunday only. 1,500 tables. Free parking. You don't want to miss it. Become a VIP Patriot member and get select discounts and early show entry to avoid the lines. It's the largest gun show in the state. For more info, visit gunshowstx.com. Texas Gun Shows. Making gun shows guns again.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like wanting a psychic that helps you, but getting one that just ruins surprises.
I see the season finale. Steve's the killer.
Well, that's ruined.
Don't settle for just any insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
What's the best place to reach new customers for your business? Wherever they are. And that's exactly where you can be with iHeartMedia. We talk to our listeners everywhere, from the car to the gym to the kitchen. Your next customer is listening. And not only can we get your message to your audience, we can also show you how it's working in real time. That goes for broad brand messaging and targeted hyperlocal influencer campaigns alike. Start growing your business today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we give our students credit where credit is due.
Credit for deciding in the middle of rush hour traffic to go back and get their bachelor's and a promotion. Credit for managing 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a full-time job to pursue an MBA. And credit for serving in the military by day so they can study cybersecurity at night. For over 75 years, we've been helping students receive the credit they deserve. With more than 135 degrees and certificates, students at UMGC can use prior learning or relevant experience to earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's, and graduate students can transfer up to 12 credits toward their master's. At UMGC, you'll find everything from online to hybrid courses and lifetime career services to scholarship opportunities, making your education journey flexible, fast, and affordable. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Looking for top quality permanent fencing for your home or business? Look no further than Viking Fence. With over 50 years of experience in Central Texas, Viking Fence delivers craftsmanship you can trust. Whether you need wood, iron, or a custom solution, Viking has the perfect fence to fit your needs. What sets Viking Fence apart? They source the finest quality Western red cedar lumber direct from the mill, the most durable and attractive fence material available. Plus, they offer 3 grades of fence pickets to meet every budget. So whether you want Viking to install your fence or you're taking on the project yourself, call Viking Fence today. They pride themselves on excellent work, outstanding service, and an honest reputation. Call 512-601-8911 for a free estimate. That's 512-601-8911. Or visit VikingFence.com/radio. That's VikingFence.com/radio for your free estimate today. When you think fence, think Viking.
Live radio, trusted DJs, breaking news, live play-by-play, endless music, and podcasts just for you. It's the free iHeartRadio app. Radio your way. Join the millions who already have it. Download the free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff on a feel-good Friday edition of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. We started the show off by talking about the Texas football team and its players as they met with the media yesterday. We got a chance to talk to Trey Wisner, Malik Muhammad, Leongo Lafau, and DJ Campbell and the moves that are being made. We also talked to Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman, and we just heard from Coach Vic and Rory talking about being free. Coming up in the next segment, we'll hear Craig Way's, part of Craig Way's interview with Sean Miller, the men's basketball coach. We also have the world's strongest take by Mark Henry, and we'll close out the show and we'll give you a little nugget to go home with, literally a nugget to go home with as we end the show and go into the weekend. But right now I want to talk about the NFL because the NFL is back, Mark. We had games last night. We got TV games last night. And we also have injury news. Yesterday, during the afternoon, Rashad Slater, who had just signed a brand new contract to become the highest paid offensive lineman in football, ends up tearing his ACL. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, defensive back for the Houston Texans, he too thought that he had torn his ACL, but it came back. Reports are he is not torn his ACL. He is hurt. They're trying to see what else is going on, but it does look like the injury that he does have is not going to knock him out for the year, which is huge. We also had the Dallas Cowboys, who are dealing with quite a few injuries, to be honest with you. And the news came out yesterday that of the 22 players, these players are missing practice, include Miles Sanders. He's dealing with a knee. Tyler Guyton, from Manor. He has a busted kneecap. He's out. Offensive guard Rob Jones. He has a neck injury. Tight end, Princeton Fant. His is undisclosed. Brevin Spanford, he's dealing with an ankle. DeMarvion Overshawn, who is getting closer, he's still dealing with his knee injury, as is Trayvon Diggs. But Trayvon Diggs and Stephen Jones were talking yesterday because Stephen Jones has been watching his defensive backs get toasted. And they're like, Trayvon, I'm sorry. It was an R&B love song that you apologize to Rory. That's what Stephen Jones sounded like yesterday talking to Trayvon Diggs. Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones both were not in attendance at practice yesterday. Supposedly there were some conversations that were being had, probably clearing the air. And again, when you're seeing your team get busted up by the Rams and Jimmy Garoppolo, it is time for you to start making some adjustments and apologizing. And slow singing and flower bringing is what is happening right now. Josh Butler, defensive back, he's dealing with a knee. The new cornerback is dealing with the knee. The Cowboys have a lot of knee injuries that are going on right now. Now, I don't know how serious they are going to be, but they play tomorrow night. They will be playing the Rams. And we'll get a chance to see Jay Witt play. Blue got hurt yesterday.
Jaden Blue?
But he should be fine. They said it wasn't as bad. He had a bone bruise, so he should be fine. He should be fine coming
I'm putting my finger up like you're in church when you have to say something. I have a suggestion.
Oh, gosh.
I said this about Oklahoma last year. In their physical therapy and their training room, that there was something that was lacking because they had like 4 wide receivers hurt, they had a defensive lineman hurt, they had a offensive lineman, all soft tissue, like injuries.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the Cowboys right now. You know what fixes that?
What's that?
The sand pit. If you have guys with ankle and knee injuries, have them work out in the sand. Jumping, lateral movement drills, things that the cushion of the sand still allows you to do more work and you get resistance. So it builds the muscles as well as the ligaments and tendon attachments. Like that's what we did in Colorado Springs at the Olympic Training Center. Whenever we got injured, our workouts would be in the sand.
Right.
And I feel like not enough people do that anymore. So, like, if you want your guys that are injured to recover faster, run on the beach or create your own beach at your facility, like a lot of these teams did in the 80s
So I'm
and
assuming
in the
that
90s.
they don't have it at Oklahoma. They don't have a sand pit that people run through at Oklahoma.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I'd like to see them use it.
Because I believe that I think most of these teams have that. I know that Texas has had it. I remember them having that sand pit where players had to work through that stuff. I believe that the Cowboys, why wouldn't they have it? I mean, they got everything else.
Man, they have a lot of soft tissue knee injuries, like ligaments and tendon injuries. You know, a bone bruise, that's something altogether different. You're getting a helmet to the kneecap or to the thigh.
Yeah.
You know, that's just going to hurt regardless. But your ankles and knees, every year there's somebody that's injured. Too much turf time, not enough grass. I feel like, for all the smokers out there, I'm not that kind of grass. But like a lot of these guys, they got to stop with the turf time. Like there's too much turf time in the NFL, especially. I don't know why teams don't go more to grass.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how all these injuries, quote unquote, are happening and what happens next. So we'll see what's going to happen there.
There's some bad chemicals in the turf too, by the way.
Oh, for sure.
Like that, like there's, cancer causing materials. So they just have to do better.
I do want to get into this conversation because last night's games that were played were interesting, to say the least, because you look at what happened last night with the Bengals. The Bengals went out and started Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. They started their whole team, got out to a fast start. They were leading 14-17, but their defense gave up 14-7, but their defense gave up 17 points in the second quarter, and they end up losing that game with Joe Burrow being able to go out there and sling it all over the place. But Jamar Chase, 4 receptions, 77 yards, and a touchdown. But the story of that game between the Bengals and the Eagles was backup Tanner McGee. He threw for 250 yards for the Philadelphia Eagles in his opportunity on the field. Kid from Tarleton State was part of the whole scoring and what they were able to do. But that was an interesting move for them because Tanner McGee went out and was 20 of 25 with 2 touchdowns, 252 yards. And if he was on your fantasy team, you would have had 28 points last night. You're not drafting him. He's not going to play that much. It was a preseason game, but he looked sharp in that Eagles offense.
Well, he did look sharp. But the thing that was impressive to me was Jamar Chase. They didn't do a scouting report. They didn't know that he was playing because every time they threw the ball to him, he caught it. They could have threw him the ball 10 times in a row, and he'd had 10 catches for however many touchdowns. Nobody out there could cover that dude.
I know.
I mean, I couldn't believe it. Like, I don't know. It's like Jerry Rice on the video game in 98. Just throw it out there. Jerry going to catch it and run a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's what they did. They didn't throw the ball deep either. It was like short dink, dunk, slants, outs, and he still would torch them.
Yeah.
I'm like, can the brother get some help over there, please?
None.
Y'all knew that he was out there.
Getting cut. That was you working. You're trying to make roster decisions, and if you can't cover him, you out of here. And nobody can cover him.
Hey, they exposed that kid.
Exactly.
I feel bad for him. I was like, God, he needs some help over there.
Last night, the Baltimore Ravens continued their preseason juggernaut wins as they defeat the Indianapolis Colts 24-16. The story was, Anthony Richardson getting hurt, getting blindsided and blasted in the chest and the hand, dislocated his pinky. He was out. Daniel Jones came in, going 10 of 21 for 144 yards. Riley Leonard, I thought, looked good yesterday. His ability to run around is going to extend some plays. He rushed for 34 yards, very impressive. A.D. Mitchell was targeted 6 times, but they were trying to take him away. But on the week practice, he was the one that was destroying people during that time. And then the game of the night, the Raiders and the Seahawks battled to a 23-23 tie. They played each other with Pete Carroll returning to Seattle, Geno Smith returning to Seattle. But the story was Ashton Jeanty, Mark. Ashton Jeanty, top running back in the NFL draft. He goes backwards. 3 carries, minus 3 yards. Minus 3 yards, yeah. Negative the entire time. Rough day for that young fella, Mark.
Boy, you talk about a rough day.
Yes.
Ooh.
And so, but they ended up tying the ball game. Geno Smith was 103. Aiden O'Connell, 18 of 30 for 205 yards. 2 picks, though. And Drew Lock started for Seattle. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And Jalen Milroe, 6 of 10.
Shout out to Keaton Mitchell, too.
Yeah.
Keaton Mitchell, he looked like a starter out there.
Yeah. Until he's not. Because Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's there. So
coming up next, we're going to hear Craig Way's interview, part of it anyway, with Sean Miller, the head basketball coach, on his adjustments at the 40 Acres and what he's done with some of his injured players, and are they ready to be back? Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Light the tower burnt orange.
Grounded to short, backhanded by Good, fires to first. Texas wins the national championship.
Texas softball has won their first national championship in program history.
The Longhorns are on top of the college softball world.
1300 The Zone, the home of national champion Texas softball.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
First responders are on scene of a wreck on I-35 northbound at Holly Street. They've got the 2 left lanes blocked off. Just the right lane gets by, and you're backed up from Woodward Street, causing a 30-minute slowdown. But some good news on the service road of I-35 going southbound. All lanes are back open after a crash is cleared at Slaughter Lane. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places to take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Hardge here. School's back in session, so let's make sure your ride is ready. At Cover Chevy in Hutto, it's not just about the vehicle, it's about the people riding with you. Get $14,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 RST or $6,000 off of MSRP on a new 2025 Chevy Tahoe Premier. Start the school year strong with Covert Chevy, Highway 79 in Hutto, or shop covertchevyhutto.com. Together, let's drive.
It's time to warm up that scoreboard and get ready to bring home the win with Specs. Specs has you covered with lower prices on all your favorite fan fuel. From craft beer, rare spirits, and world-class wine to chips, dips, and gourmet finer foods. And with same-day delivery when you order online or through the app, Specs is your MVP for the biggest score of the game. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Here's to you, cheers to savings.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Juice box. I'm a mom.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check. Oh, hot sauce. Take it.
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins, a balloon, sweet wind sack. I've got cupcakes in the car.
Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line, $100 per month on Experience Beyond. Finance agreement $829.99 and qualifying order. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay out via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Ice Cube's Big 3 is the surprise hit of the summer. This Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS with playoff elimination on the line. The most physical, fiercest, and competitive basketball in the world. Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson must win to make the playoffs. And breakout star Dwight Howard of the LA Riot will battle Gary Payton's Boston squad in a do-or-die match for both teams. 6 teams are alive for 4 spots and all must win. There's no crying in the Big 3. And the no-holds-barred action starts Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Presented by iHeart.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Bud Light's countdown to kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
Coming up in the next segment, we will have the world's strongest man giving you his world's strongest take. What's that going to be, Mark?
I'm going to talk about somebody that we both hold near and dear to our heart.
All right.
And that is the quarterback of the New York football Giants, Jameis Winston.
Russell Wilson.
Well, he's one of the guys that play quarterback for the New York football Giants.
Tune in for that. We'll close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick. We got some stuff to talk about as well. But right now, I want you to hear part of an interview that our guy, Craig Way, the voice of the Texas Longhorns, who you can hear all season long, and, of course, listen to the Texas football games right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Craig Way got a chance to sit down with Sean Miller, the head coach, the new head coach of the Texas basketball team, and he got a chance to ask him about how he's put together his basketball squad.
I have, as we sit here and talk right now, I've been here between 4 and 5 months, feels a lot longer than that. We've gone through a lot of different things. I'll start, though, Craig, with our staff. I really love the staff that we've been able to put together. We have, I think, a lot of different ingredients that complement each other and make us what I believe is a complete staff. And I don't think there's anything more important or sacred to a coach's success or a program's success than the people that work closely together on an everyday basis and that are in charge of these young people, the team, the individual players that we have. So that's the first part that I feel really good about. And then, our team right now, we have a full roster. It took us a while to get there, but, I like our experience. I think we have the opportunity, if we remain healthy, to have a team that has quality depth. And in particular, I think our guard play, we come at you with a lot of 1,000-point scorers, players that have played in college basketball for 3 or more years, and the versatility of the group there that can really carry us through what I hope will be a very successful season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does he sound a little bit like Jerry Jones?
No, not at all.
I didn't say that he's acting like Jerry Jones.
No. He does not sound like Jerry Jones at all. It's you.
Just play it just a little bit clip, Marcus. Hold
on, we got some more for him. We got some more.
Okay, because he's, we went through this, and I'm just saying, you just listen to it. Now that I pointed it out, it's out there.
Well, it's out there. But he also talked about getting some of his guys back from injury and how they're going to play an integral part to the success of this basketball team.
Right. So the circumstances that we inherited to some degree in the team that we built over this summer, we're really minus what you would call 4 players being able to participate 100%, right? 2, Tremont Mark and Lassina Traore, who are counting on both to have big roles on our team. They've been cleared for non-contact. It's just a matter of them getting all the way through their cycle of rehab from start to finish. In Lassina's case, he tore his ACL in early October. He's entering the 11th month. His rehab has gone extremely well. His surgery was successful. It's a matter of these last 2, 4, 6 weeks really allowing him to max out and be the most healthy, flexible, and strongest that he possibly can be. And we're entering that very, very final phase. With Tremont, he had torn labrum, which you guys lived through a year ago, and that can be very problematic for a basketball player. He had surgery this spring, and I would say he's about 80% through it in terms of his overall recovery. However, he's been shooting and cleared for non-contact, been a full participant in our strength and conditioning program for most of the summer. We just haven't allowed either of those guys to play in terms of our contact. That's hurt us in the ability to play a lot 5-on-5. We've done the best we can in that area, but those are things that happen in the summer. We've still had a very productive summer. Our final two pieces, though, to our roster are two freshmen, Lewis and Declan. They both come as international students. Lewis from Great Britain, Declan from Germany, and they're about 2 weeks to 4 weeks away from actually arriving here in the States to be a freshman here at the University of Texas. So they're in the final stages of doing what they need to do in their respective countries. But they both officially visited us. They've been here at the University of Texas, and I think they're anxious to get here finally. But they've not been a part of anything we've done this summer. Both will be incoming freshmen, so they definitely will have a learning curve when they get here.
Didn't hear Jerry Jones in that at all. Didn't hear it.
I did. The people did.
No, I don't think the people did. People did
I
not
think
hear
that
Jerry.
Dak, he might just need to have a little rest, and Micah might need to go and take this money this year, and we'll renegotiate.
No, that wasn't even close to what he was saying. But one of the things that I think you will get appreciation from is the fact of his strength and conditioning and the weight program that he has and the gentleman that is running his strength and conditioning program.
Well, that's been a real focal point of us establishing our way of doing things as a basketball program here at Texas. I brought with me, and I consider him a full member of our staff, Andy Kettler. And Coach Kett has been at some great places in Major League Baseball for a period of time, has worked both at Louisville, and when he was at West Virginia for about a 10-year window, that's when you would have played West Virginia as part of the Big 12, and they would have been referred to as Press Virginia, if you remember that group. He would have been the strength and conditioning coach for Bob Huggins during that period of time. I believe he's the best in the country. And because he understands the game of basketball, you know, his focal point is how do we train our players in a safe, aggressive manner? And how do we bring out not only the best of them while they're here at Texas, but how can we allow them to leave the University of Texas and play the longest period of time in their lives, this sport? So, you know, everything from the machines that we order built for 7-footers to the things we choose not to do, even from a conditioning perspective, we do 0 running on a track. We do no pounding outside of the court. That's intentional, right? So I love how he's done it. We've made a lot of progress with our team beginning in late May, early June, all the way through the entire month of August. And I think that visibly you'll see some real changes in our guys' body. And what I hope is that we have a great conditioned team, because you can't be successful, especially in the SEC in college basketball, unless your conditioning area is superior.
I can't wait to meet this man. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, that's why you think I played it for you?
Oh, my goodness, man. I'm so excited right now.
Yeah, I honestly, when I was listening to the interview and he had mentioned that, that was something that I was truly taken aback by, because it does make 100% sense.
It makes all the difference.
About why are we outside running on a street when that's not something that we're going to be doing? That's for track
on a
people.
track.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's for track people. That's what they do. We play in the gym. We're on the hardwood. Why am I having you run outside when you could be running inside on something that you're supposed to be doing?
And we're going to do soft surfaces.
Yeah.
We're going to do grass workouts, sand workouts.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to have the most pounding he said that he wanted them to have was on the court.
Right.
And the strength coach knows that. And for him to honor that and still be able to get his guys in condition, pushing against each other. I had the pleasure of working with DeAndre Jordan, and he wanted to get stronger in his hips, but he didn't want to squat.
Yep.
Because everybody kept telling him that, you're going to get hurt squat. You're only going to get hurt squatting if you're not taught properly how to do a squat. And we went through so many different ways of trying to figure it out, looking at his leverages and angles. When you're 7 feet tall, it's different, Hardge.
Well, you just said they're ordering stuff for basketball players. They're not ordering stuff for football players.
Right.
They're not ordering stuff for baseball. But the strength and conditioning guy, Andy Heckler, Andy Kettler came from baseball. So he has an understanding of, as you said, soft surfaces and soft surfaces because it's on the baseball field. Coming up next, we got WWE Hall of Famer and World's Strongest Man, the Mark Henry, bringing you his World's Strongest Take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
A couple of issues heading southbound on 183. The first one's a crash at I-35. The right lane is blocked off, causing a 10-minute backup from Burnett Road. Further southbound on 183 at Montopolis Drive, an accident blocks off the right shoulder. And there's some stop-and-go speeds on I-35 northbound from Onion Creek Parkway to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
In 20628.
Electrical problems are a warning. Flickering lights, warm switches, bulbs burning out too soon all need attention. I trust Abacus licensed electricians. Their years of experience make an electrical problem no problem. No wonder they say Abacus. You can count on us.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting Sabertooth Zip Ride or Pan for Gemstones. Take the Wild Cave Tour or the Hidden Passages Tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
It's almost time for kickoff. Brought to you by Bud Light.
Breaks a tackle 30, turns down the sidelines. Say goodnight to this one. Touchdown, Texas.
Listen to every play, every touchdown, every win on 1300 The Zone.
Fires for the end zone. It's intercepted. Kicked off. This ball game is over.
Today's countdown is
22 days.
Presented by Bud Light all season long on the free iHeartRadio app.
Texas weather can be brutal, so why settle for anything less than tough, reliable protection? Mueller delivers premium steel buildings and residential metal roofing built to handle year-round weather with lasting durability. Whether it's a barn, garage, or your forever home, trust Mueller to design your metal building project with style that stands out. Call Mueller Inc. today or visit MuellerInc.com. Design strong, designed for Texas.
Would you drive 10 minutes for $500? That's the distance from CarMax to Henna Chevrolet. And Henna guarantees you $500 more than any CarMax offer for your vehicle. Just show Henna your written CarMax appraisal offer within 7 days, and you'll get $1,000 more guaranteed. Is your time worth $50 a minute? It is at Henna. Come get your money at Henna.com.
Henna Chevrolet will always stand by you.
Together, let's drive.
Americans may not agree on much, but we agree on Social Security. We all pay in. It ought to be there when we need it. Social Security could face a funding gap in less than a decade, and I don't want to see a pay cut. I'm with AARP in the fight to protect the Social Security we earned.
Pledge to protect Social Security at aarp.org/weearnedit. That's aarp.org/weearnedit. Paid for by AARP.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Sunny continued hot today with a high around 100, mid-70s tonight, upper 90s to near 100 for a high tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
The countdown to the NFL season is on while the pads are popping in camp. Get ready for the new season with iHeart, the official partner of the NFL Podcast Network.
Jim Harbaugh, how you feeling?
Oh, so excited. It's the start of the year.
Shows like NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal.
We are going to go through the best position battles of the 2025 training camp.
Breakouts, holdouts, and fantasy sleepers. Be the first to know. Search NFL and find your next preset now. Join the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, each day from 2 to 5 p.m. for the Craig Way Show on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
We need to do a segment, not a segment. We need to have.
No, we don't. We really don't.
You hear him. He's a WWE Hall of Famer and the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry. And he brings you his world's strongest take right here. Mark, take it away, big fella.
Hardge,
what's up, man?
You know what time it is?
What time?
It's time for the world's strongest take of the world's strongest take. Marcus, back then they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. They are all on me. Guys, my take today is not about the Houston Texans. My take today is not about the Dallas Cowboys. My take today has nothing to do with the Texas Longhorns. My take today has to do with the evil empire, the New York Football Giants, and both of our favorite quarterback that doesn't play for the Cowboys. And that guy is Mr. Reverend, good doctor, Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, I don't want him to retire from football because football is what he does. He's very good at it. He has some limitations and overconfidence issues, but nonetheless, Jameis is in a competition with Russell Wilson to be the starting quarterback of the New York Football Giants. But that's not why I'm having my take today. My take today is Jameis Winston should have his own show on network TV. He is must-watch television. Very entertaining. Kuth is a question mark at times, but very entertaining. I don't know if you watch Hard Knocks. When he was on Hard Knocks, I only watched Hard Knocks because I wanted to see Jameis Winston.
Right.
I didn't care about the organization. I didn't care about what the team was doing. Jameis was it. What he was going to say next entertained me. And we have a clip of what happened at Giants camp. Marcus, play that.
Good work. Good work. Again, something accomplished here. All right, here's the deal. All right, all four quarterbacks are going to have a chance. If he hits the crossbar, then walkthrough's done tonight. Hey,
can we phone a friend?
There's no, don't negotiate with me, Dexter. All right. All right, Jameis is up.
Hey, but I do want to tell y'all we got Bible study at 3:30 during the snack period, and y'all faith is going to determine me hitting this. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all already know. Hey, who going to Bible study?
Hey guys, I'm sitting here smiling, laughing because Jameis, his energy is contagious. He has got it. Everybody says, "Hey man, what makes you great?" And people say, "Oh, that je ne sais quoi," or that it factor, or he's got it. Jameis Winston has the je ne sais quoi. He has the it. He has the it factor, Hardge. I want to see more Jameis Winston. What say you?
Well, I'm definitely a big fan of Jameis Winston. I've always been a fan of it. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure that during this time, you have to be a part of something positive. You said it all the time. If you're not going to be in the conversation about certain things, then about what you're good at, the football, that's why we talk about Jameis Winston, because he was a top round pick. He was a Heisman Trophy winner. He was a guy that we all looked at and was like, man, Jameis Winston's that dude. But he's had some troubles. He's had some ups and downs. And now we're trying to figure out what's next for one Jameis Winston. It doesn't look like he's going to be starting. Doesn't look like that's the way things are going to go. But he is definitely must-watch TV because his entertainment value is something that you can't replace.
No, it's not. And his biggest downfall and biggest issue is overconfidence. And you know what?
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, but he feels like he can score a touchdown every time. And he refuses to check the ball down when he throws, when he's running the play. His check down guy might as well not be out there. You might as well hold the check down guy in as a blocker. Yeah. He's not going to throw to him. He's going to try to put it in a tight window. Like he really believes in his arm more than anybody I've ever seen. And you'll see Jameis have a season where he throws 40 touchdowns, but he'll throw 35 interceptions.
Yeah.
It's like if he could conquer the overconfidence and the risk taking, he would be a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean, it's too late now because of the time, but Brett Favre was the same way. Brett Favre believed in his arm so tremendously that he would take chances on throws that nobody else would do, and he would throw an interception.
Yeah, he would go 30 touchdowns, 30 picks. I mean, he was
horrible.
He was the first person to ever do that at that time. So, I mean, yeah, people are going to look at Jameis and question some of the things that he does, but being a great teammate can never question that.
No, he was a great teammate.
People look at Jameis and believe in Jameis and love to be around Jameis, as you could see. And it wasn't just because he hit the crossbar and they didn't have to do walkthrough. They knew that he was going to do it. My man Russ went first, didn't get it done.
Nope.
They waited for Jameis to make sure to get it done. And the most important
he took
thing,
that moment and made it a preaching moment because he's a preacher.
Exactly.
And you know, he said that on Sunday, they have church on Saturday because he's going to be playing on Sunday.
Yep.
And he said, your faith determines whether or not I make this. Like, I'm like, come on, man, this is a movie, right? Like, he does stuff like that so much that I had to make it my take. I just love Jameis Winston, man.
Yeah, Jameis Winston's a great guy.
Wow.
As you said, I mean, you look around, his teammates are all there for him, very proud of who he is.
Who going to Bible study?
See y'all at 3:30 during our snack period. See y'all at snack period. We're going to close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick. But first, there's a special meeting that is happening this weekend. And, of course, we've got Cowboys and Rams, Texans and Minnesota Vikings. And, oh, yeah, Trey Wisner wants you to go get something to eat right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Coach Sark here. Stay connected to the Longhorns on the free iHeartRadio app.
Breaks the tackle 30, turns down the sidelines. Say goodnight to this one. Touchdown, Texans.
1300 The Zone. Hook 'em.
A couple of issues heading southbound on 183. The first one's a crash at I-35. The right lane is blocked off, causing a 10-minute backup from Burnett Road. Further southbound on 183 at Montopolis Drive, an accident blocks off the right shoulder. And there's some stop-and-go speeds on I-35 northbound from Onion Creek Parkway to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Now, stepping up to the plate is a household name, weighing in at roughly 115 pounds with a wingspan of 98 inches. It's Samsung.
Kid, I know it's baseball season, but this isn't what I meant when I said to incorporate sports into the company commercial.
Sorry, old man. I just want everyone to know that audiovisual consultations can make your home feel like a stadium.
That's true. Audiovisual provides stadium surround sound, huge screen video, controlled lighting, and even temperature control. On our roster, every customer is an MVP.
Sounds like audiovisual knows how to score a home run with our customers.
All right, kid, that's enough with the baseball puns.
But I'm trying to tell everyone that audiovisual is a real catch. You'll glove our services.
Kid?
There's nothing coming out of left field when you give us a call. We won't break your balls.
Kid, we only have a minute.
Pitch, please. I don't need your attitude right now.
Rest assured, listeners, audiovisual is much better at installing and designing custom home theaters than we are at making jokes.
Just check our stats. Give us a call at 512-255-8678 or visit us online at avconsultations.com.
Coca-Cola. For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists. For long-distance love. For introverts and extroverts. The thinkers and the doers. For old friends and new. Coca-Cola. For everyone. This summer, pick up some Coca-Cola at a store near you.
Craig Way here, voice of a local college football team, and for Dr. Greg Eckert with Advanced Dentistry, where I've been a patient of his for over a decade. You can experience a new level of dental care in Austin with Dr. Eckert. They provide general, cosmetic, and advanced restorative dentistry. Unlike a lot of dentists, they're open on Fridays. And get this, Dr. Eckert is giving away Zoom teeth whitening for free with every new patient that schedules. That's a $600 value. Give them a call today to set up an appointment. 512-345-3166. Dr. Eckert is spelled U-E-C-K-E-R-T. DrEckert.com.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
The Stuff You Should Know guys have made their own summer playlists of their must-listen podcasts on movies.
It's me, Josh, and I'd like to welcome you to the Stuff You Should Know summer movie playlist. What screams summer more than a nice, darkened, air-conditioned theater and a great movie playing right in front of you?
Episodes on James Bond, special effects, stuntmen and women, disaster films, even movies that changed filmmaking, and many more. Find the Stuff You Should Know summer movie playlist now on the free iHeartRadio app. Open the app, search Stuff, and start listening now.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis.
A 44-year-old Randy.
An increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And this summer, we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you.
For a limited time until supplies last, assembled with U.S. and imported parts.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now get a king bed for a queen price, plus a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
It's the Craig Way Show with the voice of the Longhorns, Craig Way. Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
What a great week of shows, and if you missed any part of the week, I'm glad to be back. Number two, we're going to continue to roll on because football season is here. We know what that means. But before that, we have something special that is happening today in Major League Baseball. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming here. It's a special, special day.
It's a special day.
We're going to have two veterans. 44-year-old Randy Johnson. He'll be 45 next week with all of his victories. 42-year-old Greg Maddux with 354 victories. But under the headline and heading of the best laid plans of mice and men, we have a 24-year-old Scherzer with no wins and a 20-year-old Kershaw with 3.
That's right, folks. We were going to have Randy Johnson versus Greg Maddux. But instead, we got Max Scherzer versus Clayton Kershaw, which now they will face off tonight. And this will be the first duo in Major League history to start against each other as rookies and then accumulate 3,000 plus strikeouts. So tonight is a very, very special night in the major leagues. And Kershaw's the only one who stayed with the same team, as Scherzer has bounced around a little bit, but still, that's an amazing.
I don't think it even matters though. Once you go over 3,000, we've seen the movies and stuff like that, and you know the number means something special. So like to see these guys go against each other is going to be must-watch TV.
Especially when you thought that Kershaw was done, didn't want to do it anymore, but he was able to come back, battle through all of his injuries, and to still be able to make these types of starts. That's something that's pretty doggone cool. Something else that is pretty doggone cool, speaking of starts, tonight Shedeur Sanders gets a chance to start against the Panthers. I know that we have been talking about it all week. We've been looking for those special moments for those guys to get that opportunity. So I'm happy that Shedeur is going to get a chance to start this weekend.
No, Hardge, I don't know what to say. All I know is that they made a mistake not letting him play against the number ones more often.
Well, he's going to get a chance tonight, and we'll see how long he can go. It's kind of a default type of situation because so many guys are hurting. Obviously, with Joe Flacco, he's old enough, he's seen enough. He don't need to play in these types of games, but we'll see what happens. You also have the Detroit Lions take on the Falcons tonight at 6 o'clock. First off, the Panthers and the Browns will be on NFL Network, so you'll get a chance to watch that. The Commanders and the Patriots will play tonight. Tomorrow, you got the Giants, your guy Jameis Winston, taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Texans will take on the Vikings, and the Cowboys will take on the Rams. Steelers and Jaguars. Don't think any of the Steelers are going to be playing none of the big names anyway, but we'll see what happens. You got Titans versus the Buccaneers, and you have the Chiefs taking on the Cardinals, Jets versus the Packers, Broncos, 49ers, Dolphins, Bears, and you'll get a chance to see some Texas Longhorns. I'm wondering if we're going to see Quinn Ewers get a chance to play a lot in that game against the Bears. Bears are trying to figure out what the heck
we got to see Colin Johnson last night.
Yep,
he did pretty good.
Yep. So a lot of guys are getting opportunities to play and chase their dreams. But a guy that has been chasing his dream and now he's changed numbers. We heard about the number change. We've heard about the work and the energy that he brings on the field is one Trey Wisner. Trey Wisner made the conversation and talked about the fact that he had to change his body type, but most importantly, he had to change his meal plan.
I was a big McDonald's guy. I ain't gonna cap. I love McDonald's. Like McDonald's top 10. But I had to cut the McDonald's out.
What's your meal?
I go bacon McDouble, 2 of them, 10-piece nugget, large fry, Powerade, every time.
Every time. And he said it with such excitement.
Oh, man. He said it's number one, top 10 every single time. That is my go-to. He has shown everybody that I'm going to eat
McDonald's don't do a deal with him.
Can't. He on a meal program. He can't be eating McDonald's.
Oh,
that's
my
what
gosh.
he said. He had to change it. He had to get that out of his system because his body was changing and he didn't want to gain weight the wrong way by eating that.
The way he said that, that was the meal he got when he was like 8.
No,
and
he said since it was
at
8,
80, I'm sure he can't eat 2 bacon McDoubles.
Oh, you haven't seen some of these 8-year-olds then.
Mark was one of them 8-year-olds. Mark was one of them 8-year-olds that was out there.
You want to hear my McDonald's order?
Well, sure. What it was it, but what is it now? It's
now
not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah, exactly.
That was just double it. Just double it. I get the double fish sandwich, the double fish, large fries, Sprite.
Do you get that off of did you have to have the app, as they say?
I've never done that before.
The special menu, that's what everybody keeps talking about.
No, I don't even
talking about it, and they were like, oh, it's a double menu that you can get, secret menu from McDonald's. So, well, I'm gonna change the script on you right now because Whataburger today.
Whataburger or Whataburger?
Whataburger, however you like it. Today is 75-cent hamburgers.
I'm going.
I'm sure you
right
are.
now.
75-cent hamburgers because this is their 75th anniversary of Whataburger today.
The line is gonna be down the street. The Whataburger never miss.
That's right. But look, here it is. The offer is limited to 1 hamburger per customer with the Whataburger Rewards app. You gotta have
gotta have the app.
You can't just walk up in there and talk about it.
Hey man, tell me about my boy DJ, man.
You better download that app. I know that DJ has advanced in the countdown for top athlete of the year. He's got a chance to win $25,000.
Hey, vote for my guy.
Vote for DJ Hard. They go by Darius, though. That's Mama call him Darius.
Mama call him Darius. I'm going to call him Darius.
For Mark Henry, for Marcus, what a great week. We'll be better next week. Enjoy your weekend. And just remember this, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace.
Ghost Skeletor World Tour 2025.